Hello, 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 hello. Let's get started. Hello, 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 hello. Today I'm going to be coming to you in the evening. I know that for some people it's a surprise that normally I don't do evening broadcast. So it has been a long day and just want to come up in the evening and see who can see me this evening. Hopefully most people at home. See Yomi there, Babatunde. Nice to see you guys. Ori Yomin. Amayo, it's nice to see you. I like your name, Queen. You are our queen. Always nice to see you. Samuel Audu. So it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you guys. So you're all welcome. So today I'm a bit fired up and just want to see how to make this year a great year for all of us. Okay. So we have Flora and Amy, Doris, Maureen. So it's nice having you all around. And Elizabeth, it's nice to see you around. So today, I just want to talk about, Benue, because I was trying to get myself ready for, to have a great program tomorrow on, some business issues on how to do some business management and things like that. So I just felt, okay, this evening, let me come online and discuss with people about the issue, what is going on in Nigeria right now. You see, the thing is this. I'm not happy at all. And most people are not happy. But I'm not sure why people are not doing something. I have friends, European friends, American friends who are asking me questions and say, look, why is it that your country is so messed up? And, I don't have an answer. Why it's so messed up? And then the other question is, okay, why is it nobody's doing anything? I don't have an answer why nobody is doing anything. You see, and sometimes Nigerians don't understand these things. And I don't understand either why Nigerians don't understand these things. And I'll give you an example. So there was this, as you guys know, this issue of the cattle herdsmen that is going on in Nigeria, this killing, this massacre, it is terrible. And I think that people don't appreciate the problem. This is a massacre, it's a genocide. This is the type of things that people send special prosecutor to Nigeria for, like from the Hague, to come and do investigation on genocide. It's a genocide. Honestly, it's a genocide. What is going on right now? We have one tribe which is led by the Fulani Herdsmen. They are walking around killing people from other tribes, which is basically a genocide. A genocide. So it's something that happened in Rwanda when there was this thing going on between the Houthis and the Tutsis. It's something that is going on. It's a genocide. And for there not to be a war, for there not to be aggression, and one tribe would just wake up, they will carry a truck, fill it up with people, all armed with machete, AK-47, whatever you can lay your hands on, go to another village and kill everybody there and burn everything down. I mean, it is a genocide. We just have to start realizing and start calling it what it is. This is a genocide. It's nothing else than a genocide. So now, the thing is this, like Nigerian government, people in government, not one person, it's not only Buhari. Everybody in the Nigerian government today, the governors, the president, the vice president, all the legislators, members of House of Assembly, the Senate President, the members of the House of Representatives, the senators, all of them, all the shebang, are not taking this issue seriously. They are not taking this issue seriously because you can see that they are not taking the issue seriously. For example, people will blame the president and say the president doesn't say something. Yes, of course, the president has to be blamed because the president is supposed to be the father of a country. If a father of a country see that one child is beating up the other one, it doesn't matter what that child, where that child comes from, it is the duty of the father of the country to resolve that problem and bring the culprit to justice, no matter who the person is. But here you have a father of the country, no matter how many people are killed, just don't say a word. I mean, I don't get it. Just don't say a word. What must happen? What must have to happen now before the president, does something? What has to happen? No, the president doesn't do anything. So then we have the vice president who himself doesn't say a word because he doesn't want to offend his boss. Okay? 100 people died. 100, just kill all of them. Nobody will say anything. And then you have we have a Senate president. Don't say a word. We have Speaker of the House of Representatives. Don't say a word. We have all these people, governors, we have all these guys, they're not saying anything. So I start to wait, and I said, let's see who is going to say something first. I mean, it shouldn't be me who start to say something. But nobody say anything. Everybody will just keep mute. And why? Because everybody is watching out for himself. If I say something and I offend the president, what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to me? The president, the vice president is thinking that, the senators are thinking that, the governors are thinking that. Nobody wants to say something because they are protecting themselves. Imagine if I say something and I offend somebody, and that somebody is going to do something to me, and so I have to be quiet. So that is the Nigeria that we have today. It's a very poor Nigeria. It's a very poor and bad Nigeria. You have men, able-bodied men who's supposed to represent themselves. We are not talking about representing other people yet, but a man should be able to represent himself and come up and say something. What he or he believes in. We are not even talking about a woman yet. A man is supposed to come up and be able to say something that he believes in, like I am saying it now. But the burden for that man is even more serious if that man is a representative. That man is representing a set of people. Can be representing a constituency, representing a state, representing a senatorial district, whatever it is. The burden is even more for such a man to be able to come up and say, look, this is bad and we need to do something about it. And not just say it, start a movement to do something about it. So, I watch and then say, people will come and make small noise and go away. So, I didn't say anything about the Benue killing because people who know me from the beginning, they will know that last year, these Fulani herdsmen came to my farm. That was how I got introduced to this nonsense. They came to my farm to try to kill my workers. They butchered my workers, and it was by special grace of God that one of the boys who was macheted to death was still alive the next day. So when that happened, I was shocked and I tried to get for help. I went to the police. Police didn't react. I went to another police station. I went to here. I went to here. I went through all the police stations in Benue City. And to my biggest surprise, nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. So I start thinking, look, this is a human being. This is a human being that is butchered. How come that we have not come to a society where a human being can be butchered and even the police will not come? It's a human being. So then I decide to, like Fela would say, I put my mouth for song. So I decided to make a video because that's what I do. So I made a video and I wanted to appeal to the governor of Edo State that, look, this is happening in your state, and you're trying to promote agriculture, and agriculture without, solving this problem of the cattle herdsmen, agriculture is not going to develop. So it was a video I made I thought, let me get the governor attention, let me get him involved. Well, after I made that video, it was a Pandora box that was opened. Boom! First of all, the video went viral. And then secondly, I discovered that I was not the biggest enemy of Edo State. The governor was after me. His people were after me. Everybody was after me. And there were people who literally want to kill me. Why? Because the herdsmen they came to my farm to try to kill somebody. And they almost, and they destroyed things. And how do I dare to say it? Why did I dare to open my mouth to say it? That thing happened in Edo State. That was the only thing I did wrong. And then people were on my neck, people wanted to kill me, that I had to run away from Edo State. So I understand this Fulani herdsmen problem, and I've dealt with it firsthand. They've actually shot at me. When I was in Nigeria, I have a bulletproof vest that I go to farm with. I wear a complete bulletproof vest because these people shoot at me. They want to kill me in the farm. And the police did not do anything. The commissioner of police did not do anything. We've written so many petitions. Even the governor didn't only see my petition on his desk. I can prove that he received the petition on his desk. He saw me on video. People told him personally about what happened. Till tomorrow, the governor did not say a word. The governor did not say a word. So, I asked myself, what country is this? What country is this? Now, we're talking about what happened last year compared to what happened later to other people. What the Fulani herdsmen did compared to what is going on in Benue. It just made what happened to me like a child's play. That is nothing. Nigeria will say that is nothing now. And the truth is, that is nothing. What happened to me is nothing compared to the atrocity that these guys are doing all over the place. And because that happened to me, I know a lot about these people. I know a lot about what is going on. You see, these people, this is a death squad. This is a death squad. And I made a video last year about it, how they operate. This is a death squad. You see, amazingly, you don't send one person to a village to go and kill everybody there. It doesn't happen. One person cannot do that. Two people cannot do that. Three people cannot do that. For you to be able to massacre a whole village, you need to bring people in a bus or a truck. Okay? You need to bring people in a bus or a truck. Now, if you are bringing people in a bus or a truck, you need to carry them with their ammunitions, with their guns, with everything. So these people, they will cross, if I'm going from Benue to Warri, I will cross like 10 police checkpoints on the road. Very heavily armed police and soldiers. I will cross them on the road. If I'm going from Benue to Warri, if I'm going to Lagos, even worse. These guys, they will carry men, 20, 30 men in a bus or a truck with AK-47, with machete, with everything to kill and maim and cause mayhem. And they will pass through the police, the soldiers, and then we go to the village, and then we start massacring everybody. Everybody. And after they have killed everybody, they will disappear. So, you want to tell me there is nobody in the Benue village who had a mobile phone, who calls the police, somewhere is hiding, call the police, say, look, this is where they are here. Oh, they are running towards this road. Their vehicle is driving that way. Just imagine that for a while. There is nobody who called the police, and the police don't know where they are. Nobody is ever arrested. How is that possible? We know these people. We know these people they are not spirits. The gang of these herdsmen, we know them. They are all over the country. It's a hierarchy of well-coordinated organization. Okay? They are not difficult to find. In fact, the group of Fulanese herdsmen who are terrorizing the Edo State, we know their boss. Okay? We know their boss. Their bosses. We have names. We know where they are. The police know who they are. So now, if you go to my website, the names are there. Go to my Facebook page. I've published documents before. They are still there. Documents that were published. The name of these people are in that document. In those documents, you will see them by name. Mohammed, this, Alaji, that, all of them are there. These people, they own these cows. These people, they own they are the mastermind of the Fulanese in Edo State that are carrying AK-47. And I've spoken with some of them. I've gone to them. And I said to them, look, you people should leave us alone now. We're just trying to make small farm here. One even told me one day, and he said, look, we want to have the land. That is, there's nothing you can do to stop it. We want to have the land. That is what the fight is all about. Now, the land doesn't belong to these people. Even right in Edo State, I'm not talking about Benue. I'm talking about Edo State. The land doesn't belong to the Fulani herdsmen in Edo State. The land belongs to our people. People, Edo citizens. Their grandfather owned the land. They did not sell it to the Fulanese. The land belonged to Edo State citizens. But this Fulani man that is called the Saraki, he told me that we have to leave the land because they want to have it. Why should you order me out of the land that belongs to my forefathers that you want to have it? You don't have a license. You didn't buy the land. You are not renting it. You are not leasing it. But you want to have it. You are not paying taxes. You are not even paying 1 naira tax in Nigeria for the cows you are using to, marauding through the whole place. So therefore, if I don't allow you to take the land, then you're going to force me out by using your cows to destroy everything that is ever created there, number one. And number two, when you receive resistance, then this is what happened. When they receive resistance, then they will go and bring the death squad. You see, that is how the death. So what you see in Benue, those are the death squad. Those death squad, they have come to my farm twice. That is a death squad. That death squad, they only do one thing. That is to kill. And they also have a goal, a very clear objective. You need to kill in the worst possible way. You can shoot a person with an AK-47, the person will die. AK-47 has over 1,000 meters range. You can shoot somebody 1,000 meters, you still can. If you are a good shot, you hit the person will drop. But for these people, it's not enough to just shoot somebody and die. Their goal is you need to go there, you need to kill the person in the worst possible way. Why? Because you have to send a message. That's what it is. You need to send a message that anybody that will try to stand up against us, this is what we are going to do to you. So that's what is going on. That's what is going on. In the state, in Edo State, I'm one of the few farmers who stood up and fought. So I was, the only one who went with a bulletproof vest to the farm every day. Imagine me, a computer engineer, minding my own business in the Western world, now wearing a bulletproof vest to the farm in Nigeria. Why? Because I want to help feed my people. And I still have the bulletproof vest with a hole at the back. I mean, it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And and now you have a country, because this death squad, after they are finished, they go back to somewhere. This death squad, when they are finished, they go back to somewhere. They will go inside their vehicle. They will travel back somewhere. Nobody will see them. Nobody will arrest them. Nobody will intercept them. They will go back to the Kara market where most of them are, because that they are connected. They are connected. Now, the police know who they are. The police know who they are. Because if you go to my site right now, you will see a document with the name of those guys who have been perpetuating mayhem in Edo State for the past 12 years. Since 2002. No, that's more than 12 years. 2002, right now we're 2018. So that's like at least 15 years. These guys have been perpetuating mayhem in the state for 15 years. And you will see the name of all these people. But these people, why is the problem so complex? The problem is complex because there are a lot of people, citizens of Edo State, who are making money out of this mayhem. So my conclusion is, if there are so many people in Edo State making money out of this mayhem, then in Benue State, they must be making people who are making money. In all the different states, there are people who are making money from this mayhem. And these people, for crying out loud, they are not even Fulani herdsmen. They are not Fulanis. Those guys that are making serious money out of this business in Edo State are not Fulanis. They are Edo citizens. Okay? They own most of these cows. These cows, you see, what Nigerians don't understand is this. Most of these cows are not owned by the Fulanis. The Fulanis are just the death squad. You see, the Fulanis are the four guy. This is what we call it in America. They are the four guy. But the guys, most of the guys who own these cows, they are not necessarily, there are some Fulani people who own cows, but they are not necessarily Fulanis. We have a lot of Edo people, we have a lot of Ishan people, we have a lot of Yorubas, and they own these cows. But you know, the problem is this. Because of the greed of these people, so somebody has, say, 100 cows. Somebody that owns 100 cows, he doesn't have a borehole where they have to drink water. He doesn't have food for the cows. He doesn't have a ranch for the cow. He doesn't have anything for the cow. So what he does, he says, okay, if you are a Benue man, you own cows, who the hell is going to take care of the cows? So what you do, you go and call a Fulani guy, because the Fulani guy, he can speak a language that the cows can understand. So you call the Fulani guy and you give him 20,000 naira a month. You give him 50 cows, carry. And the Benin guy will tell the Fulani by himself. This is true story, man. The Benin guy will tell the Fulani and say, look, enter any farm and eat their cassava. Enter any farm and do whatever you want to do. Nobody can do anything to you in this state because we own this state. So once you have told a rogue that, don't forget this Fulani guy is a rogue. He's a psychopath. So, and now you are telling a psychopath that he should go and do whatever he likes to do. There's license to kill. So these guys, they go, so guess what? The Fulani guy doesn't know where to buy a Kalashnikov. So this guy buy Kalashnikov and say, I give it to you. Do you know what a bullet of a Kalashnikov costs in Nigeria? To buy one, first of all, a Kalashnikov costs like 700,000 naira. 700,000 naira, I know. A bullet of a Kalashnikov costs 1,000 naira a piece. So when a Kalashnikov, when you have what do you call this guy? This Fulani guy come with a Kalashnikov to your farm or to your village and start to spray and shoot 100 bullets of a Kalashnikov. That's 100,000 naira. Where does a Fulani guy has 100,000 naira to buy 100 bullets for a Kalashnikov? Ask yourself that question. Somebody is supplying him the bullets. And you know how stingy Nigerian rich people are. So why must you go and spend 100,000 naira to buy 100 bullets for one Fulani if you don't have some very mean intention? So these guys are completely armed to the teeth. In fact, the ones that are parading the farms, They are armed to the teeth. In Nigeria, they will say, not be small thing. So the villagers know this, know that. No villager want to intercept a Fulani guy. Even when he's not carrying his AK. It's only crazy people like me that pursue them, because it's the anger, it's the fury that, look, this is my state. This is my farm. What the hell are you doing here? That's the fury. I mean, it's not smart. It's not a very smart thing. But if you are living in a state where nobody is talking, nobody is prepared to act, and I am the only one that is acting, what else must I do? So I have to come up. I have to pursue them. I have to go with a tractor and pursue them inside the bush. Okay? But why the villagers don't do that is because, first of all, the villagers are very scared. And number two, if they are fed up with you, then they'll call the death squad. The death squad. And the death squad only operates in the night. So the reason why I could do that and get away with it, because after I finish in the daytime, I will leave the farm. But the death squad comes in the night. They can come in the daytime to survey the place, daily surveillance. Okay? And sometimes when they are surveying the place, I see them. We actually caught a few of them in the daytime. And we'll bring them to the police. The police will say, do you have evidence? Do you have evidence? There's this DPO who told me, this DPO, it's important to know how fragmented Nigeria is. The DPO, we used to bring these guys to them. So this DPO is an Igbo man. Nice guy. So this man got upset one day because when I came to the police station, and literally there were 10 people with a big cut on their head laying there. What happened? All these people, they are all victims of Fulani Herdsmen. So this policeman could not take it anymore. This policeman could not he take it anymore. And he was angry, he was jumping around, he was cursing everybody. And then I asked him, I said, what's your problem? And he said, look, my hands are tied. My hands are tied. I cannot do anything. That's what he told me. My hands are tied. I don't want them to transfer me to Maiduguri. He said, this is what a DPO is telling you that. My hands are tied. I don't want them to transfer me to Maiduguri. So, what type of mess is that? What type of country is that? That would just allow criminals to be parading the street. And he said, some complete lunatics, in Nigeria, we even try to justify it. We try to justify it and say, hey, these people that is their property. They want to protect their property. So what type of lunatics do we have right now who call themselves leaders? This is outrageous. A policeman, first of all, you have policemen who are completely rogue, who don't even want to help you. But here are policemen who wants to help, who wants to apprehend these people, who want to fight and bring these people to justice. And now the police said, my hands are tied. If somebody order from above, What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? And then, I'm just warming up. Oh, and then, when you talk about it, you have our, citizens. We have a bunch of people in Nigeria who are totally lunatics. We have some people. Every discussion we talk about, it is all about, oh, you don't like Buhari, or you don't do this one, or you are PDP, or you are this. I said, come on. Since when is the life of somebody political? Since when is it that we have human beings? You can just see somebody is not shot to death, shot to death. That one is okay, not too bad. Somebody who is macheted with cutlass. Go to Google. All these things. I don't know if you guys know this. All pictures of massacres of Nigeria, from Fulani herdsmen. They are the worst type of pictures online. If you don't have strong stomach, don't go and Google it. Don't Google it. Because the picture of Nigerians, slaughtered Nigerians online, on Google, it is so stomach turning. The worst ever. I have never come across pictures from any other country in the world as ugly, as barbaric, as guys, throw in some words, because I'm short of words. I'm short of words. So I look at these people, I look at my skin, and I look at their skin. We have the same color of skin. We come from the same country. And I think, how is this possible that today now, the whole Google is now full of this type of pictures from Nigeria? The worst type of massacre. It makes Rwanda event looks like a child's play. People are not longer, and many Nigerians will just look at this and they will even send it to each other on WhatsApp. If you look at what people are sending to each other, and not only that they send it to people who they think might be interested, no, they will broadcast it to everybody. Come on. Are we animals? You cannot be broadcasting ugly pictures to everybody in the group. We're not animals. We're not barbaric non-entities. We're supposed to be human beings. And then somebody would tell me and say, look, and the people are upset because some dude in America called Nigeria a shithole. And I think, look, man, where in the world do we have a place? Did they behave like Nigeria? I've traveled a lot, never come across one. Honestly, I've never come across one. I've traveled over 30 countries in the world. I've never come across a country like Nigeria. I've never. Some of you may have, but I've never. That's the truth. That is perpetually like Nigeria. You have countries when they have war, everything will just break out. The people will start fighting and killing each other. After the war, everybody will calm down. Nigeria is never calmed down. And instead of people are not even talking. People don't come together to talk about the situation. It's only in Nigeria, 100 people will die, massacred. 100 people will be massacred. Only in Nigeria that will happen, and you will have a national mourning. No national mourning. No. You won't have a minute of silence. So everybody shut up. A minute of silence. No, you won't have it. Only in Nigeria, such a thing will happen. The hierarchy of the nation will not be there. You won't have the president there, the vice president will not be there, governors will not come, Senate president, House of Representatives, nobody will show up. If the victim is lucky, then the governor of their state will show up. And the governor will start complaining, oh, my hands are tied, oh, please come and help me, I'm confused, I don't know what to do anymore. This is a governor. Governor. Me, I'm not a governor. Me, I'm not a governor. Leave me in a state. Give me governorship of the state. And then if I have to personally pursue the Fulanese myself, I will do it. I will go and buy the AK-47 myself. No. Give me the American F-16. The M16, sorry. Give me the M16. Put some 900 rounds in it. We will go into the bush and start pursuing them ourselves. So what are you talking about that, look, my hands are tied? You are a governor, for crying out loud. How can your hands be tied? You see, those are the type of rubbish we get from Nigeria. The ordinary citizen will say his hands are tied. The commissioner will say his hands are tied. The permanent secretary will say his hands are tied. The policeman will say his hands are tied. The governor will tell you the hands is tied. The minister will tell you his hand is tied. The vice president will tell you the hands is tied. The president will even tell you once in a while that his hands are tied. I don't know who is tying these people's hands. If you guys know, you tell me who is tying everybody's hands in Nigeria. So me, I'm of the opinion, I say, look, we need to start a proper conversation. All this conversation that people are having today is very ridiculous conversation. You know, if you have a president of a country that is not able to, is not leading the country as a father, unifying the country, then that person has to be impeached as the president. Who are those responsible for impeaching the president? The Senate and the House of Representatives. Okay. So it's time people have to start talking about those responsibilities. These are responsibilities. Somebody will say, until we go and change the Nigeria constitution, nothing will happen. Come on. There is all the provision to run Nigeria is in the Nigerian constitution. We have everything in the Nigerian constitution. We don't need the Nigerian constitution. We don't even need one at all to stop people from killing another person. In fact, we have criminal laws in Nigeria. Criminal law books that spell out that killing of another person in Nigeria is against the law. Yes, you go to jail for it. Some states have death sentence on it. It is in our law book. You don't need the constitution. I think a lot of people who are so-called educated Nigerians, they don't even have a clue how the nation is supposed to be run. That's the problem. Somebody will be telling me that you need a constitution to put order in the country. You know, you can throw away the constitution and you will still have law, order in the country. You don't need the constitution to have order in the country. Because we have civic laws. We have criminal laws. We have different types of laws that govern the country. So now, you have a law that said, if you kill, you go to court, and this is how many years you get. The police, they're supposed to implement that law. Make sure if you're killing somebody, the police coming to pick you up. So now, you have a group of people, they know that law does not apply to them. So these guys have license to kill, so they go everywhere and they massacre people. Then somebody will tell you, some clowns will tell you, oh, we are looking for them. I'm supposed to be happy because you are looking for them. Me, I'm looking for them too. So what is the big deal? You are looking for them. Me, I'm looking for them. But for crying out loud, many people in Nigeria know who these people are. They are not. You see, if you don't know who they are, this is how to find out who they are. You see a bunch of cows, you shoot them, okay? Within 5 hours, you will find out who owns it. That's the guy. It's not a big deal. That's easy to find out. So if you are a policeman, that's the only thing you need to do. But what people also don't want you to understand is this. We have these cows, they call them the Bokolo cows. These Bokolo cows. These Bokolo cows, they have some of the roughest and the most rugged Fulani herdsmen. Bokolo cows, they have no horns, they are white, and most of the time they go along with little ones. So they have these mother cows and they have these small cows. They all go together. They trek all the way from the north to the south. They call them Bokolo cows. These Bokolo cows, those herdsmen have absolutely no regard for law and order. Absolutely no regard for authority. These are the worst type of herdsmen in Nigeria. And these guys, these are the brothers of the assassins, the people who massacre. Everybody that owns a cow in Nigeria knows this story about the Bokolo cows, the Bokolo herdsmen. Everybody, maybe you guys don't know, but because I have a farm, I know this. I know because I studied things. I went to their den. I went to their, markets, the Hausa markets to look for these people. This is how I know. These Bokolo guys. You see, this is crazy. The Hausa people themselves. You see, Nigerians don't know this. The Hausa people who are herdsmen, they are mostly peaceful herdsmen. And I will say that again. The Hausa people that are herdsmen are mostly peaceful herdsmen. These people, they will have their cows next to your farm. Their cows will not touch your cassava. Now, there's something else. These Hausa herdsmen, they can bring their cows into your farm to eat the grass. Okay? Only to eat the grass. They won't touch your cassava. I have seen it. I have pictures of it. It is amazing. They will come into your farm. They will eat the grass. They won't eat your cassava. They won't even fall wrong anything. They won't even step on one cassava. These guys, they talk with them. They give them instruction. It's an amazing thing. But these Hausa herdsmen, as I'm talking to you now, they are next to my farm. I don't have problem with them. And this thing has to be clarified. These Hausa herdsmen, we don't have problem with them. They don't destroy your farm. They are peaceful people. They're just trying to do their own business. These other guys, these Fulani herdsmen from the Bokolo, especially the Bokolo type, they don't only kill and destroy farms. They kill these Hausa herdsmen as well. These Hausa herdsmen are afraid of them. It doesn't matter where they meet each other. Whether it's in Benue, it's Kano, it's Kaduna, it's Lagos, it's in Benin City, it doesn't matter where they meet each other. The Hausa herdsmen are afraid of the Bokolo, the Fulani herdsmen. Because the Fulani herdsmen, not all of them. I have met few Fulani herdsmen that are very, very good people. There's a Fulani herdsman who, a very good herdsman, has never done something wrong ever with his cows. I know them, two of them. But he will tell you the other guys, the one that destroyed the farm, he will tell the whole story how they are. Those ones, their boss is the boss of the the what do you call it, the death squad. So because their boss is the boss, he's a mafia. Those people who work in the death squad, so therefore these little guys, they are afraid of the other guys. Because on one occasion what happened, these Bokolo guys came, they went to the palm tree farm where these herdsmen were taking care of their cows, and they grabbed them, put the AK-47 on their head, tied them up, and took all their cows, 33 cows. They took this is what they call cattle rustlers. They took the cows and add them to their own in Benin City here, not in Maiduguri or not in Kano, in Benin City here. So the next morning, these guys were tied up. Their cows are gone. But you dare not do something against them. Even their boss, the Hausa man that owns those cows, he is helpless. Because if he goes and try to get his cows back, the other Fulani guys will kill him. That's what he told me. So, you have a bunch of people, they are simple terrorists. They are just terrorizing the whole nation. The whole nation. And it's a hierarchy. These guys are organized per state in Nigeria. Per state in Nigeria. Each of these guys is known. These guys they have it's like they organize in senatorial district. I'm not making this up, or somebody say, this guy is making it up. No. These guys are organized per senatorial district in Nigeria. It's time somebody have to say these things. So you have, like in Edo State, each senatorial district has this Saraki guy. He knows every herdsman in that place. Okay? And then you have in each state, you have the boss. The South has a boss. If you want to know, there's somebody in the South, he knows all the cattle, herdsmen in that whole South. There's a guy in the Southeast, South North. You have all these guys. And then all these big guys who are their bosses in each senatorial district, in each political zone, then they have one big guy at the top. That one I don't know. So, if a Fulani guy shoot a bullet in Edo State, the Saraki knows who shot that bullet. Not the Sunday president. These guys, they call them the Saraki. They are the boss. The South Saraki knows who shot that bullet. We're not even talking about killing somebody. If somebody is dead in the farm in the South, the South Saraki knows who the group is that killed that person. And by default, they can spit the person out in 10 seconds. The Fulani guy that shot and killed that woman, opened the womb and took the child out, they can fish him out in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay? 5 seconds. People say, how do you know this stuff? Because I'm a technician. That's how I know. I'm a security expert. That's how I know. Because I took the phone of one of these guys and I bugged it. That's how I know. And I will tell you how I know the rest. And when I give the police the number, that phone number, guess what? Police say, we cannot find the phone. No. We cannot, we don't have equipment to locate the owner of this number. Say, If you don't have the equipment, why is it that the government tells us to everybody must go and register a phone in Nigeria? Why did the MTN got what is the MTN that got a fine? Because they didn't register. They were allowing people who didn't register their GSM number to make use of their network. So now I'm giving you a phone number of the biggest crooks in town, and you were telling me you cannot locate the owner of the number. I said, I can locate the owner of the number. I can locate the owner of the number, but I'm not the police. That's why I'm giving you the number. So man, what type of, what type of country is this, man? Why are we like this? All this violence, is it really necessary? It's not. It's just, these people love violence. These people, that's why nobody is saying anything, because everybody is involved in this nonsense. You look at the state. Either the governor has cows, or the traditional ruler has cows, or the senators have cows, or everybody has cows together. What the hell are people doing with cows? So therefore, problem is never resolved. So everybody keep pretending that they don't know what the problem is. But the problem is not complex. We know, I know what the problem is. The police know what the problem is. The IG of police know what the problem is. The security agencies know what the problem is. Everybody know what the problem is. So I don't understand why you cannot bring people to justice. So, and now I get pissed off because we have Nigerians. This is for all Nigerians. We have Nigerians. They will tell me, yeah, but in America, they shoot people too. In America, it's not only Nigeria that they have this mayhem going on. In America, you shoot people too. Yeah. So let's talk about that. In Florida, people who live in America, they can tell you this. In Florida, the front door of the house, I live there. You with your shoulder, you can come in. If you feel like and you lost your key, you can just run through the door and you are inside the house. That is how secure the house is. In fact, I have neighbors, they don't lock their doors. I always say to them, I'm not that crazy to leave my doors open. Say, oh yeah, but the door is locked. Oh yeah? Where's the key? It's under the front carpet. The door, then, okay, you can as well keep it open. There are still people in Florida, in New York State, in a lot of states, we're not even talking about Montana and all those areas. People still leave their doors open. Now, where in Nigeria can you leave your doors open in the house? In your house, leave the door open. Everybody's living under barbed wire, under heavy, security, because everybody is afraid. But people will say to you in America, yeah, this happened. Somebody, yes, it does happen. People shoot each other once in a while. But look, we don't have mass killing where a whole tribe go about the whole United States killing people. No, it doesn't happen. What we have in America is one guy who is crazy, one deranged guy, he carry a gun and he shoot people. But as soon as he carry that gun to start shooting people, the first phone call that goes out to the police is on his neck. America is too small for that guy that day. FBI is there, the SWAT team is there, everybody's there. Get the best type of guns you can think of. Everybody is on it. Ambulance is there, fire brigade is there, everybody is on it. How many times have you heard somebody went to kill people in America and police say, our hands are tied, or we don't know, we cannot do anything. How many times have you ever heard it? Go and kill somebody in America. Killing in America has no statute of limitation, which means that if you kill somebody, the police, the FBI is going to pursue you until you are dead. Until you are dead or they catch you. If it takes 60 years, they will pursue you for 60 years. That is how it is in the United States. It doesn't happen, and it never will, that somebody will kill somebody in the United States and the person will walk free because police say my hands are tied, or the person is very well connected. Which kind of connection? You are going down. If Trump should carry a gun tomorrow and come out in front of the White House, start to shoot people, the man is going down. The man is going down. Come on. So, and I think, look, how crazy can people be when you have people in a country, people from a country who doesn't understand basic principles of law and order? How can you say that in the United States people kill each other, people die too? It is not the same. We don't have Fulanis rampaging. We don't have hillbillies rampaging through the United States. Kill some people in New York. They're going to kill in Texas. They went to then you say, these people, and we are so tired of them. Or they say we cannot touch them. They are from Texas now. The last president was from Texas. His father is also from Texas. There's nothing we can do. They are from Texas, eh? It is the Texas governor himself that will command the SWAT team to go and bring him. To go and bring them. It's not the same. It's not. Somebody who say, I don't know where these guys are. Somebody who lives in America or lives in Nigeria, no matter where you are in the world, and you have that concept in your head that the killings, they kill people in America too, then you have, something's wrong with your medulla oblongata. Something is not, the computer system is not working fine. Because it is absolutely, comparing egg with an apple. Totally different things. American society, like every civilized society, is not a society that law and order has broken down. Give it a try. If you're not in the United States, go to the United States, give it a try to cause mayhem. You will not live to tell the story. Okay? So, people really have to understand, it's not an excuse. You cannot, and these people, they look at 100 coffins in Benue, 100 coffins. Put them there. And then they will come out and say, yeah, but this happened in America too. How many times have you seen 100 coffins in America lying down from massacre from some tribe? Or the United Kingdom? Or Amsterdam? Germany? There's this one tribe, they just go about killing everybody, and nobody is doing anything to them because it's from the president's tribe now. Governor say my hands are tied. Senators say my hands are tied. If this happened in America and Trump's hands are tied, the Senate will untie his hand. And when he doesn't want to untie his hand, they will impeach him. That will be an uproar. 100 coffins, line them up. Nigerians are not moved. Somebody even had the audacity to tell me when I said, look, we need to boycott the eating of meat. We're eating of cow meat for some time. All Nigerians need to boycott the eating of cow meat for some time and then see what will happen to that business. And then the people said to me, yeah, but are you sure Nigerians are going to do this? So what the hell is wrong with Nigerians? You cannot, first of all, most of them don't have the money to even buy cow meat. So you should think it is easy to refuse to eat cow meat. But even then, the dude doesn't want to give up the cow meat for even 1 month because he cannot show solidarity for his neighbor. Look, picture this. Benue State, 100 coffins lying there. Butchered people. They are not just killed, they are butchered. They are women. The Fulani guys will rip their belly apart, take the unborn child out of it. Sorry for the graphic description, but I need to do this. They will take the unborn child of their belly and rip the unborn child apart. Just picture that, 100 coffins. Now, somebody is arguing with me, are you sure the Nigerians are going to do this? So, now, if Nigerians cannot say, I'm not going to eat cow meat anymore. Okay, if a Nigerian cannot say, I won't eat cow meat anymore, because of what happened until somebody starts fixing it, what are they going to do? Go to the street to demonstrate? Because not eating cow meat is very simple. You just wake up one day, you say, I'm not going to eat cow meat anymore. I'm going to eat goat meat. There are other meat you could eat. Fish, a day. Rabbit, self, a day. You goat, a day. Only cow meat, say, don't eat cow meat. I don't know, Don't know. My father's burial is coming. We need to buy cow now. We need to, we must do burial. I want to buy cow. You see, then I think, look, I've been making research lately, and I said, the research is actually the book I'm working on. What is a human? You see, what is a human? Because, I cannot, I see, because, I grew up in the Western world, and I work with white people a lot. It's like I was adopted with white people. So I don't understand our people that much as I understand white people. And I know that, we have white people, if they see 100 coffins just lying down there, they will break down. They will just start crying. 100 coffins. Black man will see 100 coffins. He will just go and mind his own business. Just do his own thing. Just don't bother. So the white man will look at me and say, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Why is it that these people cannot sit down and do something together? So I say, yeah, but I told them to stop eating meat. They refuse. Why people cannot understand that? Only that, to stop eating meat? Yes, they refused. So, because to stop eating meat doesn't require any effort at all. At all. Nobody will even know you have stopped eating meat. If you lie, you can tell them that the pastor said you should stop eating meat. It will the same result. But it just breaks my heart. It just bothers me that Nigerians cannot even do that. Nigerians cannot even do something. You don't have to take action now. You just have to don't do something for the benefit of mankind. To benefit mankind, to stand up for yourself, to say enough is enough. Look, somebody that cannot stop eating meat, she has no right, no audacity to blame Buhari. Somebody that cannot stop eating meat to protest against the Fulani massacre in Nigeria has no right. No right to blame Buhari, cannot blame Buhari, has no moral ground to stand on to say, look, I want to blame Buhari. Absolutely not. Because, look, people need to start putting things in perspective. People need to start putting it in perspective. For freedom, for you to have freedom, you have to be willing to give up something. That is what freedom is. People have given up their lives for freedom. Freedom means people have to give up something. Nigerians Don't even want to give up eating cow meat. Not forever, for a month. For a month. They will just try and see if you will walk for a month. So, you have 100 coffins lying down there. You have people standing here. You have a white dude standing. And the white dude said, well, this is terrible, right? This is terrible. It's broken down. What can we do about it? Everybody say, my hands are tied. Well, it's okay, look, but we can stop eating meat. But why are we not stopping eating meat? I say, our hands are tied. So the white guys go back and they think, are these people humans? You see, are these people humans? That's why I've asked the questions. And I'm just going to be honest with you about it. I've asked the questions. Are these people humans? So I say, okay, look, maybe I don't understand what it is to be a human. So let me go and research it. Probably write a book about it. Because some white people, they look at black people and say, okay, they are apes. They are close to apes. Now, when I see people look at 100 coffins, and you have a president that doesn't take action, you have a vice president, you have a Senate, the whole Senate of Nigeria don't take action, you have a House of Representatives that doesn't take action, you have governors that doesn't take action. There was even a governor was telling, yeah, I told you so, I told you not to ban these people, And then you have the citizens of the country who just don't take action. Doesn't matter what the action is, people don't want to do it. So then somebody has the right to ask the question, are these people humans? Because in their perspective, the way humans behave is totally different. You see, people say it's racist. No, it's not racism. It's not racism. It's like, let me say, like you're a medical doctor. You're a medical doctor. You know how to cure malaria. You know how to diagnose patient. You know how to do all these things because you studied it in medical school. So you see somebody who come around, some group of people, they say they are also medical doctors. So immediately somebody is sick, they don't know what to do. So you are looking at them and say, look, you say you are a medical doctor. This is a simple thing now. This is just, this is how you diagnose. Ask the person question now. Ask him, tell me, man, put that you stick inside. Look in eye. Say touch. Put open and make see eye. So, then you ask yourself, bear with me, then you ask yourself, are these people medical doctors? Are they really medical doctors? Because medical doctors should know how to do these things. That is what some of my friends ask me. They say, look, are these people humans? Because in where they come from, that's not how a human being behaves. You have 100 coffins. The president must be there. The president is going to come. Vice president will be there. The king will be there. The Oba will be there. Everybody will come. It's what we call solidarity. Why? Because we want to send out a message, a very clear message that this will not be tolerated. This is not going to be allowed to be a pattern in this country. In Nigeria, everybody will just go about their normal duty. And then we have these people that call themselves the press. The press. Oh, God, please. God, please. We have no press in Nigeria. It's all nonsense. We don't have press in Nigeria. So you have these people that call themselves press. Somebody will be reporting this story. Yesterday, those who watch international press, people who watch the news, you have seen that Anderson Cooper broke down when he was reporting the story about what Trump said about black people, about shithole countries. Anderson Cooper was very emotional about it because he was in Haiti. He saw when Haiti, that earthquake happened in Haiti, he was there. He saw the suffering firsthand. He's a journalist, a reporter. He was there. And he was not just there, he was walking, pulling out dead people. You know, for those of you who don't know Anderson Cooper is a white dude. Okay? Anderson Cooper is a white dude. Haiti, they are black people. So earthquake happened. This white dude, he rushed there. He's a reporter. He rushed to Haiti to start pulling out dead people from under the rubbish. He was there for weeks. Not only that, Anderson Cooper, for people who doesn't know him, he's from the Vanderbilt family. The Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is you know, a very rich family in America. The Vanderbilt family. Vanderbilt family is very rich people. And they have money. They are loaded. So this dude doesn't have to be a reporter because his family are loaded, the Vanderbilt family. If you go to Florida, there's a whole coast in Florida. They own it. Yeah, Vanderbilt Hotel, Vanderbilt, all of them. These people just own the whole place. You know, so this guy, he comes from a family that is thinking rich. But this guy, he's a reporter. He's a CNN reporter. And then he goes to Haiti to start bringing up dead body. Now, try to imagine a Nigerian whose parents, and they own a whole coastline. Okay? Hotels. I've stayed in their hotel, you know, the Vanderbilt Hotel, Vanderbilt building. Just imagine that. Now, and then there's an earthquake somewhere. He will go there to try to help. It doesn't happen. Black people don't do things like that. So now, this guy was very emotional yesterday. He almost broke down, cry over that what the way Trump said it. That would touch him because of that. The man was touched. That is a human being, a human. That's how human react. Now, I've seen Nigerian reporter. You see all these women in Nigerian TV, they are bringing the news. Somebody will bring the news of dead bodies. And the person will have the audacity to smile. That was the news today. Haba. Haba. Look, I know that the script is when you start the news, you smile at the camera. When you finish, at the end of you will have to smile on camera. But trust me, there are times, you have to get out of the script. So, somebody like Anderson Cooper, look at these people and say, 100 coffee. And you have this woman smiling on the camera and say, that was the news today. Good night. So, people ask, are these humans? Okay? So, I start wondering, well, look, am I living with a bunch of apes, a bunch of non-humans, or bunch of subhumans? What happened? What happened? What happened? And all these people we don't even want to bring the church thing. We don't want to even bring the church thing. You know, because look, man, I'm just speaking out loud. I'm just speaking out loud to say, okay, look, that's not how human beings behave. That's not how human beings behave. Humans are not like that. Humans don't behave like that. But the Fulani guys that are killing and maiming and causing mayhem all over the country, humans are not like that. No human being gets a pregnant woman, rip the belly open, take the unborn child out of the womb, and blow the head into two. No human being does that. No human being does that. In Europe, we even have mercy killing. You see, animal, you see a horse. A horse have a very bad injury. Very bad injury. or a dog have a very bad injury, you say, okay, let's put the dog down peacefully. So they give the dog an injection to kill the dog. Injection to make the dog will fall asleep and die. Nobody will go and carry a hammer am for head. No. We want the dog to go to sleep and die peacefully because the dog is suffering. We want to take the suffering out. Even in America, when they have death sentence, people who are sentenced to death, they used to put them in electric chair. Shock and well. People don't like that. People say, okay, you have to give them an injection to die peacefully. Murderers, so guys who have killed 40 people. People are still protesting that the man should be killed gently. In the US, in Europe, we don't even kill a cow like that, or a cow. The cow we eat, even pig. We have a farm here where they butcher pigs. These pigs, they are killed in a humane method. One small shock in the head, and finish. Small one, they come, go, that's just it. Nobody is carrying hammer, carry cutlass. Hit them first. You never do. Give them another one. You never do. Hit them again. People are even that far today that animals, even chicken self. Chicken. If you want, they want kill chicken, they will carry the chicken from here, carry them to somewhere else. The ones that are going to be killed, they don't kill them in presence of the ones that are going to be laying egg. Why? Oh, because it's going to cause them stress. So the white man is thinking, if I kill this chicken in front of this chicken is going to be stressed because they see their neighbor die. So therefore, we'll carry this neighbor away, carry that chicken far away to go and kill it, so that this chicken will not know that what happened to the other one. That is a chicken. A chicken. You see, people who treat chicken that way, we're not even talking about a goat or a pig or a cow, a chicken that way. I'm not making this story up. Now, you could imagine that those people you cannot, for me, those are humans. Those are humans. Not, when you have somebody who take a pregnant woman, rip that pregnant woman apart, that one is not a human. It's not a human. That one is something else. I'm still going to figure out what that person is. It's not a human. Now, you have somebody that see 100 coffins and it's not moved. That one is also not a human. It's not a human. The human is moved. You see the one who said, I'm not going to stop eating cow meat. That one is also not a human. Why? Because humans show solidarity. Solidarity, one for all for one. That's what humans do. So, somebody that cannot show that, people who cannot show that solidarity, I'm sorry, but they are not humans. They're not humans. So, now, you have also the ones that go and report that story on TV and smile and say, that was the news today. That one is also not a human. Humans don't behave like that. Humans are filled with emotion. Or the one that is sending all these bad pictures. People without head. How can you WhatsApp me people without head? Are you crazy? I didn't ask for it. You just woke up and you think you have this evil wicked picture of somebody whose head was, cut into two, butchered, and you think, oh, it is my God's duty today, God's given duty to start WhatsApping it to everybody I know. For crying out loud, people on your list did not ask for that picture. You don't have the right to shock them that day. That is not how humans behave. Humans don't behave like that. The way humans, even here in the Western world, I mean, my wife also said to me, hey, yeah, but even here, if when we have naked women on the picture, they will cover their nipples. Hey, if you see a naked woman on TV, they must put something cover the nipples. The nipples, because you can't show the nipples, man. If you show the nipples, there's going to be a problem. But in Africa, we don't have nipple gate there. We just send people dead bodies, head being chopped off. Say, kill them. They don't kill them. See them. That's not how humans behave. Humans don't behave like that. So that's why I start to get very worried about our people. I start to get very worried about people because I discovered that these people are descending into abyss. These people are descending into another level. Not the humanity level, but they're descending lower. And if there's something will happen in that country, like a civil war, like something, Rwanda will be a child's play. Because there's so much hatred that has built up. There is so much descent of law and order. There's so much, inhumanity. People are so used to wickedness. Because most people are just becoming wicked. Because people don't realize that, look, if you see something bad and you don't speak out, that is wickedness. People don't realize that. If you see something bad going on, you don't speak out, that is wickedness. And if you can do something, no matter how small it is, to relieve the pain of another person and you don't do it, is wickedness. This is what the Bible says. I didn't make it up. It's there. So people don't realize that look, man, there are little things, even when you don't want to boycott eating of, you love, cow meat so much. You say, look, but you know what? For the sake of these people who died, for the sake of those people in Benue State, I'm going to stop eating cow meat as long as it takes. When you cannot do that, then you got a problem. You got a problem, man. Serious problem. These people have problems. Head problem. Because it's not normal. And I'm not the guy that is not normal here. I'm very normal. But what I see is not normal. That is not the type of society I want to live in. That's not the type of place I want to spend my time in. It's just not right. It's something totally wrong about the human existence in Nigeria. Something totally wrong with it. I was discussing today with my wife. She said, but who can stop it now? And I said, do you know that an Oba can stop massacre in his area? Do you know an Oba, a traditional ruler? We can call him an Oba, whatever you want to call that person, or whoever, just name it, can say, from today, everybody in my kingdom or my area should back up eating cow meat as a protest. The GO of churches can wake up and say, look, enough is enough. Most of these people that are killed are Christians. They're not Muslims. All our church people, we're going to stop eating cow meat until this issue is resolved. We have key people in the Nigerian society who can put an end to this. Key people. But they don't do it. And they will never do it. Why? Because they want to be friends. They want to be friends to the killers. Because if you offend the president, or if you do that, or you're going to offend the sultan from somewhere, we don't do that. We don't go in there because there's always somebody who is going to be offended that you even talk about it. So we don't want to offend that person that can offend that person, that can take some privileges away from us one day, or can make us not invite us to some certain party, or when they kill goat for Christmas, won't share the goat with us. So, and that is just what is going on in Nigeria. We have a society where people don't have dignity. People don't have dignity. People don't stand for something. People cannot stand for something. People don't believe in something enough to stand for it. There's no justice. People don't stand for justice. So you have all these people going around, and these are the leaders of the society. These are the leaders. Then you have the followers, and then sometimes I don't know even who's even worse, the leaders or the followers. I don't know. Because the followers seems to be blind. They cannot see what I see. They cannot see that, hey, look, man, you got to do something. So everybody keep complaining how the Fulanis are destroying. This is a good one. People will say, Buhari has appointed all the service chiefs in Nigeria are from Fulani. Okay, it's fine. All the DGs are Fulanis. Okay. All the police chiefs are Fulanis. Could be. And anytime you appoint somebody, Fulani. Oh, Fulani. Oh, fine. Okay, that is so done now that it's no longer a secret that Buhari has an agenda. It's no longer a hidden agenda. You want to employ and put Fulanis everywhere. Okay, that's fine. And I think the vice president is not a Fulani. Why doesn't he say something? Say, Oga president, no, this one don't do now. You cannot be doing like that. Remember when Obasanjo was there, that he had a fight for the whole 4 years with Atiku. They were on each other's neck. It was like they were running two different countries. Obasanjo stripped all the power away from Atiku, but he couldn't remove Atiku as vice president because he didn't have the power to do that. Atiku was just a vice president without portfolio and eating pepper soup and running his business, but Obasanjo didn't allow him to do anything. So that's difficult. Atiku was. And that difficult Obasanjo was. So if you don't agree on something, we have seen it in Nigeria before, for people who have short memory, we have seen it in Nigeria before that a vice president can stand for something and say, I don't agree with you, Mr. President, and if you don't agree with me, go to hell. And then there will be a big fight. It happened. So we have a vice president that is, a Christian from the South. You can say to the boss and say, look, man, this was not this is not what we agreed on. Oh. This is too much. This is getting too much. Even me, I'm getting uncomfortable. So, okay, quiet. We have our big man, Tinubu. Tinubu started this APC, engineered it, brought Buhari, and then we are now where we are. So Tinubu can also say, man, look, this is getting out of hand, man. It's causing confusion. No problem. Nobody say anything. We have all these governors. Edo State has one. Lagos have one. all these Igbo people. We have Korocha. They're all governors from the south, southeast, and they are not Hausa, so they are not Fulanese. They have a governors forum. These governor forums, they go there and they steal money. Nobody say, this Fulani issue that is now all the service chief Fulani, this thing, it must stop. No, we have Senate President that is not a Fulani. We have the President of the House of Representatives, or the Speaker, they call him a Speaker. He's, I don't know if he's a Fulani, but I don't think he's a Fulani. So you have all these guys who are not Fulanis. It's not so now that everybody's a Fulani in government. So what I'm saying is that if anybody thinks that Buhari is doing something that is wrong, that all the people appointed should not be Fulanis, it should be dispersed all over the country. So why is anybody not doing anything? So everybody keep quiet, like the Fulani cow business. So now people say, Fulani killing everybody in the country, and everybody keep quiet, don't do anything about it. So then I get some of these people online. They say, but we are being marginalized by the Fulanis. Fulanis has run this country since the independence, and they are not giving other tribe opportunity. They are not giving other tribe chance. Man, I gotta laugh. You see, the Fulanis have been given the green card to run the country since independence. The Fulanis, they are the only ones that have the balls to do and undo in the country. They are the only ones that if you touch one, they feel you touch all of them. They are the only ones that don't betray themselves. That is why they are like that. The rest of the South and the Southeast and all the other guys who keep complaining, they have got a raw deal in the nation because they are a bunch of losers. They don't work together. They don't collaborate. They don't even think together. They don't even eat pepper soup in the same place. They will also never appoint their own fellow man into a position. If a Benin man was the president of the country today, he will not appoint an Isha man to be a service chief. He won't. He would rather appoint a Fulani man. They won't. And a Edo State governor will rather invite Dangote for a dinner party than to invite an indigenous Edo State personality that is contributing greatly to the development of the state. That's the mentality of the Southerners. That is the mentality also of the Easterners, the Igbos. So that is what is going on in Nigeria. So let nobody complain. People are getting what they deserve. When nobody comes up, it's like, when you say, if the coin was flipped, it was the other way around, all the Fulanis will stop eating cow. All the Fulanis will stop eating cow meat. If it was the other way around. But tomorrow, you will see a Benin man, he will say he's going to do burial. Even today, somebody will be doing burial today. Tomorrow is Saturday. Go to Benin, everybody will be doing burial. And they must kill cow. That cow must be killed. It's a competition. So how many cows did they kill when your father was buried? That is the type of dialogue that is going on in the South. And that's why the South doesn't progress. So it's like you have a child who come back from school and he complains and say, Papa, they beat me up in school. It's these stupid boys, they beat me up. So okay, don't worry. Next week comes, look, I failed my exam because those boys distracted me from my exam. That's why I failed. Then another time come and say, what happened to your school uniform? My school uniform, yes, they took it from me. That is why, I didn't have a school uniform anymore. And every time this child kept coming home and complaining about this set of people. So, the question is, what the hell is wrong with you? It's not those people's fault. It is because you are not doing anything. That's the problem. You are not doing anything. That is the problem. It's not those people, because there's always an aggressor in everywhere. You're playing the victim. That's what you have in Nigeria right now. The South, the Southeast, and the South or South, whatever they call them, everybody's playing the victim. The victim. Fulani do this. Fulani do that. Fulani do this. Fulani do this. Everybody's, Look, I stood up against the Fulani Herdsmen. If I had gotten a second person that stood up with me, a third person, a fourth person, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, eighth, ninth, 10 people in Benin City who stood up with me. I went to jail in Edo State. Me, yours truly, I was jailed by the police. The police boss said to them, go and pick that man up now. Go and pick him up. So they picked me up. They locked me up. I had to pay 250,000 naira for bail. I paid and bailed me out. So, but when I was picked up, I was there in jail alone. Nobody, all these areas, all the people who were in the farm there, everybody ran away. Everybody ran away on their heels. And but I'm still here today. Imagine if we were 10 of us. Imagine in Edo State, look at how stupid people are in Edo State. If there is a barrier, because in Benin City they love barrier very well. Barrier. Somebody will just block the road. I have a video of it. It's a madness. People will block the road. The traffic from, if you ever been to Benin City, the Sapele Road is a long road. Somebody will be parading from the beginning of Sapele Road to the end. They will block a lane, a federal highway. They will block it. They all wear black. They will be on the middle of the road doing this. And the coffin will be coming. And there will be traffic jam. I say, come on. This is the 24th century and people are still doing this crap. Really, people are doing this crap. What is wrong with these people? So these people, the only thing they think of is barrier, party, cow to eat. Okay, now, a woman will be raped in the bush, killed. Her womb will be ripped open. Nobody will show up to protest. Nobody will say, okay, look, we are going to block the road. We know we can do it now for the barrier. So since we can do it for barrier, then we'll just do it again next Saturday. But this time, we are demonstrating the killing of that woman. No, you won't see anybody demonstrating. So, there is something that is wrong with the brain of these people. It's totally warped. It doesn't work well. And that's just a true story. There's something wrong with it. It's not working right. So, but these people will complain the whole day how they are being marginalized by the federal government, marginalized by Buhari. They will blame the Hausa man, the Fulani, everybody. But say, look, you are behaving like an idiot. That's why. You are not pulling your weight. You are not doing the right thing. You are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. If you change, your system will change. There's a saying that you teach people how to treat you. If you behave like an idiot, people treat you like an idiot. You think Buhari doesn't have regard for somebody from Edo State, not even the governor of Edo State. Buhari don't have regard for anybody from Edo State. Why? Because he looks at them and says, these people behave like an idiot. They have no balls. So Buhari is a guy that if you show him you have balls, he will respect you. So The same problem we have when I see young people, we have young people, these people are like 30, 35 years old, maybe younger, maybe a little bit older. Everything, they keep blaming the British, they keep blaming white people, they keep blaming. I said, look, man, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Because you can blame the white people all you want. It's not going to change your situation. You alone can change it. When I first of all came to the white world, I look at what they were doing in the white world, in the Western world. I say, wow, this is incredible. How can I cope with this? So this is me just coming from Nigeria with my secondary school certificate. I found out very fast that secondary school certificate from Nigeria is not even equivalent to, maybe a primary school here, after primary school. So, okay, look, I was thankful that at least I could read and write. Basic things we didn't know. We only know a bird, that you have different classification of birds. We didn't know. We don't know the name of bird. We have a tree. A tree is a tree now. Fish is a fish. So the man, ice fish. You have Morocco, you have ice fish, you have this day in Nigeria, you have catfish. That's what we know. We didn't know there was salmon, there was shark, there were all these things. Nobody taught us. So everybody who has gone to the Western world knows that dilemma. So we don't know what a pen was. We know a biro. Give me biro now, may I tell you right. Tell a white man to give you biro, they will look at you and say, okay, wait, what is he talking about? So I came to the Western world thinking, okay, look, one day I thought, you know what? To survive here, I got to outperform these people. I have to outperform them. So I look at the white guys and say, look, a white guy will be studying 5 hours a day and party in the evening. So I thought, you know what? I will double my own. I will study for 10. I must outperform him. I will study for 15. So in a very short time, I was outperforming them. And later when I went into business, I knew I had to outperform every single guy that that came across my way. I have to outperform them by hard work. So if you think you can put in 10 hours of work a day, me, I can put in 20. I can put in 20. Just watch me. So the white guy will work, he will go to sleep after 10 hours. Me, I will fire on. Then when I couldn't put in more hours anymore, I double my reading. I had to study speed reading. So if I was reading a book in 4 hours, now I have to learn how to read it in 2.5. So, because for me, it was just not an excuse. The white guy was not better than me. I can outperform him at any time. So that's why I don't blame white people. When the country, the world was getting harder at a certain moment with the financial world. And you see, you have all these people on Wall Street. Everybody complain about Wall Street, and all these Africans are complaining how the Wall Street people destroy their life, banks and everything. And I said, those people in Wall Street, they are white guys, eh? Okay. I'm going to study how the Wall Street works, and I'm going to outperform them. So that was my next target. I spent 2.5 years every day studying how Wall Street works. Investment, trading, currencies. 2.5 years. And not just two hours. So I would be like 16 hours a day. I just zoom in. And I would do that Saturday, Sunday. I just went on. 2.5 years, no holiday. Came out one day, I look at the back of the house, I said to my wife, wow, the grass is so green. And she said to me, they've been that green all summer. Me, I just kept it. Okay, so why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because for me, it was never an excuse. It was not the white guy. It was not the bad education I had in Nigeria. It was never going to be the Wall Street. Wall Street was not going to bring me down. I have to study it and have to outperform the people who have been doing it for years. And I did that. So now I look at people complaining how the white man have set them back, how the white man is making them the life difficult for them, and how they cannot progress, how the white people come and destroy Africa and all that nonsense. And I say, look, man, the white man didn't do all that to you. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You are the one that refused to stop eating cow meat, to protest against the Fulanis. You are the one that his Oba don't say anything. You are the one that his politicians don't say anything and he keep quiet. You are the one that prefer to go on doing burial every Saturday rather than protest against the killing of your own people. You are the one that see 100 coffins and don't care about it. So how the hell did the white man put a gun on your head and say, look, all this coffin that is there, don't care? No, that never happened. That never happened. So now fast forward 2018. So me, I was minding my business, 2017, and I get a lot of young people, because me, I'm not that young anymore, and I see a lot of young people, they say, oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing Bitcoin, investing in Bitcoin. So all these young people with this Bitcoin thing, me, I know Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is based on cryptography. It's cryptocurrency. I studied cryptography for years. I'm a cryptography expert. So I thought, I think I have to go and talk with these young people more. So I dust up my work, my books and everything, and I read it again. And I went through the research and I said, wow, the Bitcoin is not a big deal. It's the cryptocurrency behind the cryptography behind the Bitcoin. That's the magic, the blockchain. So I said to people, look, man, it's the blockchain, dude. Not the Bitcoin, it's the blockchain. And I look at this blockchain, and then my brain just start to flickers. And I say, wow. And I see the future. I see the future of human race. I see the future of human race, how the blockchain is going to change everything. Okay? Then I look at Nigeria. Nigeria is not in it. Nigeria is not in it. And I say, wow. I said to my wife, I said, look, this is what is happening. There's this new technology that is coming up. It's going to revolutionize the whole human existence. And the white people, you see, 18 years old white boys, 18 years old, sometimes you have 12 years old. They are blocking chaining everything. They're telling you, hey man, I'm doing blockchain. I have 10 Bitcoin, And then you have all these Nigerians. They are doing burial. They are doing burial ceremony. So sometimes I'm just furious. Just furious. Look, man, get to work. Get to work. Because, look, the blockchain is going to revolutionize the human race. The blockchain is going to turn the world upside down. So what is going to happen tomorrow? You are going to say, the black people are going to say, yeah, the white people put us in a disadvantage. Why? Oh, the white people did not teach us about blockchain. But one of the biggest blockchain experts in the world is a Nigerian. Okay? Talking to you right now. One of the biggest blockchain experts was a Nigerian talking to you right now. And I teach the damn thing. But you're not listening. People don't listen. So because, it's the Nigerian guy, what does he know? So, fine, you don't have to listen to me, but when the deal is done, then don't go about blaming the white folks and say, look, the white folks, they put us in a disadvantage. They came and ruined Africa. They came and do this. They make sure, because by the time the blockchain is the next frontier. If you guys know about scientific films, that's science fiction, eh? That's what the blockchain is. So if you don't understand it, you're going to stay poor forever. You're going to stay poor forever. People that don't even understand what blockchain is, they're like, 0.2% of the world. They know what blockchain is. A lot of people know what Bitcoin is, but not what blockchain is. So now, as an African, you have the opportunity to jump in and understand the damn thing. But no, people are doing better. People are doing better. So, and then by the time the battle has been fought and won, then people will say, you see, the white people, they took over everything. They put us in disadvantage. So, and I think, why is it that the black man is always the one that is put in a disadvantage? Why is it the black man? No, the black man is doing it to himself. The black man will not wake up on time. Literally will not wake up on time to do what he has to do. So, guys, this is the problem. That's why I am angry. You see, because I'm really angry. I look at my people and I say, look, these people are never going to get something done. We are still carrying cows from street to street. For God's sake, Google has a $10 million bounty on any technological company that can come out with synthetic cow meat, clones cow meat. And there are people working on it right now, and they already have samples. You can eat it, see how it tastes. Cow meat that are genetically created without mother cow. People are working on this technology, and we are still having cows run from Maiduguri to Lagos. And then so where are the Nigerians that are educated now? Where are they? I try to look for them. I cannot find them. Where are the Nigerians? Where are the Nigerians educated people? Where are they living? Some people say, yeah, we have them in America, we have them in Egypt, we have them in... Where the hell are they? How can people say they are educated and they go and stay in another man's country and they don't say a word? They don't add value to the human existence. I mean, that's not education. That is mental slavery. That's mental slavery. That's not education, dude. That's not education. We should have people. Imagine if we have 1,000 people talking like me. Even Buhari will sit up. Buhari will sit up. Buhari is not. People think about Buhari. Buhari is so stubborn, and the man not listening. The man has not received serious opposition. That is why the man doesn't listen. When the man was in London, by the time opposition took off in London and they barricaded him inside that house, in 2 days he was gone. There is nobody that doesn't move when they get opposition. You force them to take basic instincts. One, when people are afraid, they either attack, they fly, run away. If they attack you, maybe they win, maybe you fight them back. They can run away, and it's basic instinct. So now, we really need to start looking at ourselves. We really start to looking at ourselves, because people said, I have no children in Nigeria, but most people have children in Nigeria. when I look at the future of the Nigerian children, I just think, there is no future. There is no future for the Nigerian children. Children that are born today, children that are 10 years old today, there's no future for them. All these people, they think there is future for these children, but there's not. There's not. Because the war that is coming, Africa cannot compete right now. And the war that is coming, these people cannot even compete. The war that is coming, the black people are going to be enslaved for I don't know how many times. People don't realize how that is going to happen because people are praying. People don't realize how Africa is going to be enslaved again. People don't know that the process has already started. And that's another story, another topic. I'm going to tell you how how countries like Chinese are planning and implementing a new slavery. Very soon, you will hear the first African country that is sold to China. You will take. I'm not a pastor, so I don't do pastor prediction. But you will remember that this man called Aram said it, that an African country will be sold to China. That will be the first one that starts. China's they have bought the country, and the politicians will tell their citizens stories why that is the best thing for them. And everybody will be happy. They will be hailing the politicians. The Chinese are coming to come and help us. African people had a dance. They will be dancing about it. But then the Chinese will come. They will be enslaved. That process will have a domino reaction. Even a country as big as Nigeria will be sold to the Chinese one day. People will say to me, this is never going to happen. Nigeria say, God forbid. You know what will happen? Trust me, it will happen. Because the people in Africa are so wicked. The people in Africa are so wicked. They don't have any remorse in their brain. Any raccoon in their brain if they need to sell Nigeria. Today, the politicians in Nigeria, if you make a very damn good offer, if you make a very good offer to the politicians in Nigeria to sell Nigeria, the only person that will not sell Nigeria is this Buhari. Strange enough, this is the only dude that will sell Nigeria. But all the other guys will sell Nigeria. They will literally sell Nigeria. And they will sign a paper that say, you will be protected. Your family will be protected. We'll give you a Chinese passport. You sign all the paper. And people say, you cannot sell a country. Who told you that a country cannot be sold? Of course you can sell a country. You change the law of the country that you can sell the country, and you sell the country. It's not difficult to sell a country. If you want to sell Nigeria, you go to the National Assembly, you manipulate the law, you change the law, and you sell the country. And you convince everybody that they are going to get billions out of it. And Chinese pay like $30 trillion, and then you share it among the leaders, and then they move away to another place. Then the country is sold. So nobody tell me, you see, people like me, we see things that ordinary people don't see. Of course you can sell a country. And people think that, this is one day, this thing will just change by itself and start getting better. No, things don't change by themselves and get better. Things actually get worse. It's what we call entropy. The law of entropy said that things will keep deteriorating. That's just a law of entropy. So Nigeria will keep deteriorating until people start to fix it. It will not fix itself. Now, what I see in Nigeria, now maybe I'm paranoid, but what I see in Nigeria is that Nigeria has deteriorated to a level that it is now becoming very, very scary. Very, very scary. It's becoming very, very scary. So, and I'm extremely worried. I'm extremely worried, not just because of the Fulani, because of everything. I'm extremely worried about the country Nigeria, for the people there. So I really believe, and I say this with a very clear state of mind, that everybody that is listening to this message today have to rethink their role. That's the only thing I ask for. You need to rethink your role in the mayhem. Of course, you don't carry Kalashnikov to shoot people. But every one of us has something to do with this mayhem. And no, we need to start. If we think that we need a better country, a better Nigeria, then we need to start doing something. Anything is better than nothing. Last year I said, let's write 1 million letters to the leaders of Nigeria. Let's write we were able to write 15 letters, just 5 letters. That's what we wrote. Instead of 1 million. Because if we're not going to write letter. Well, what do we care about letter? That time, the country was not even as bad as it is now. So let's write letter now. And I said, yeah, why do you want us to write letter? We want to write this letter. I will carry them also to the EU. I will carry them to the White House. 1 million letters. I will send 10,000 to every senator of the United States, Senate. And every European government will receive at least 10,000 letters from us. All the European parliamentarians will receive at least 1,000 letters from us, from Nigeria, that we want change, we want solutions, we want transformation. House of Senate, I said I got 15 letters, 15. People will say, you know what, letter not the work. So, letter not the work, they say, Aaron, if you have put online petition, that would have been it now. We just do it. We just use mobile phone, sign in, and then we just do the petition. I said, no problem. We put the petition. We have the online petition at change.org. So that's why we got 200 and something signatory from 200 million people. So we just go on like that. Every time somebody have a plan, anytime somebody say, let's do this, nobody will do it. But people will be telling me, the problem with Nigeria is there is no leader. There is no leader. There is no leader. I said, come on, guys. Where must the leader come from? From heaven? No. Leader comes on earth. If somebody comes up and says, look, guys, let's write a letter, and nobody writes a letter, anybody say, yeah, there's no leader. Somebody comes and says, let's do this. Say, no, nobody's doing it. Let's boycott cow meat. No, how can we do that now? So, there's one saying, people ask me, but Nigerians don't deserve this. I say, no, you're wrong. Nigerians deserve this. Nigerians deserve every bit of what is happening right now. People deserve their leaders. Why? Because they are not doing anything about it. When I say anything, I mean anything, small thing. Something as small as don't eat cow meat, except the doctor says it's a medicine for you. Don't touch it. That small thing, Nigerians are not willing to do it. So if Nigerians are not willing to do that, then Nigerians are not doing anything that will make their future better. Not when I say anything, really, guys, I'm not trying to mess people's minds up. Anything. People are not doing anything. It is just me, myself, and I. No nation will ever succeed that way. No people, no set of people will ever succeed that way. The only thing that will happen is there will be a complete annihilation of those people, because that's how it works. That is what Darwin said, the survivor of the fittest. People who are not strong, people who don't work together, combine forces to protect themselves, they will one day be annihilated, ruined from the surface of the earth. That's what happened. It's not prayer that does it. No prayer, no God can protect you about it, because that's not. The process of annihilation itself was instigated by God. It's not. It's a part of the universe. Everything in the universe gets eaten. There are two things in the universe. Either you eat something or something eats you. Go and check it out. That's how the universe works. And guess who created the universe? God. Even the planet, galaxies, clusters, they get eaten by black holes. True story. I'm not making them up, man. The universe, they are these big black holes that eat up, galaxies. And then on the other side, new ones are being created. Lions eat little guys. The guy eat the other one. Sometimes some bacteria will even eat you. That's how the nature works. So people who don't care for themselves, like Africans are doing right now, especially Nigerians, they will one day be annihilated from the surface of the earth. That's just how it works. I don't make it up. I don't wish that to anybody, but I can see it. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a very brilliant dude who see things other people don't see. The Chinese will come and take the whole damn thing over, and they will, you don't want to be slaves to Chinese. They are not good slave masters. They have not been known for that. You can better be slaves to the Americans. A lot better. Or the British. Slave to the Chinese? That is not what you want. So guys, that it is for me. Please think about what I'm telling you. I know it's been a long story. I'm a little bit wind up for good reasons. I didn't like the coffins that I saw. I don't like the reactions of Nigerians to these coffins. I don't like the president's reaction, the vice president's reaction, everybody else's reaction. It just upset me. And, and I hope that you can share this message. Let people hear, as they're talking for Nigeria, make people hear. Because, I can only talk. So thank you very much for listening. Have a nice weekend.